So I fixed the equipment that the AOC was using for their recordings, and when we looked at it, I told them I thought I could make that all automatic, which meant that they could replace an operator, and they could. It didn't seem to be very advantageous just to change a court recorder for a video operator. So they we made a small contract to do that, and it took me about 7 months to make that work. And
Wow.
at that point, they were satisfied with it, but I wasn't very satisfied with it. So I continued to work on that system for well over a year and improve it with better microphones and just better equipment. And then we started engineering on the hardware in earnest because we had just taken off-the-shelf equipment, and we started to build all of the pieces that went into that. So when it first was built, it was a 6-foot rack of equipment, and now today it's reduced down to just a single rack space of equipment, 1 3/4 inches. And so that took a long time, maybe 7 years, and we continue to work on the recording medium. And of course the industry was changing, and I think about the year 1999 that Microsoft released an ASF encoder, software encoder. It was free, but I had been engineering an MPEG-1 recorder, a digital recorder, but when they brought out their encoder, it was obvious I needed to use that. So we were able to record 6 hours of video on a DVD, or a CD rather, and we would that would be a whole day in court, so it was just right for that.
Mm-hmm.
We continue to use a very similar algorithm that we were using then, and we've been able to improve the quality a little bit during that time, but it seems to be just right because we can record maybe 3 years on a hard drive in a computer, and that also we've kind of refined and made it better. So this whole process is now kind of easier and more sure, and you're able to distribute it on the internet if you like, or certainly around a LAN in a courthouse, or even between cities within a state and so forth.
So how did you wind up in the courts?
Well, I started there because they were looking for something different to replace court recorders. They were having trouble. I repaired some equipment for them that they had kind of put together, and I told them I could make it automatic, so I did in turn make it automatic so that it really didn't need an operator to manage the equipment. So they were replacing the court recorder in the courtroom, and the video equipment was making the record. It started out as VHS tape, and eventually we were able to migrate that to digital video and audio recording.
Wow. And then one judge told another and another, and then pretty soon you got the whole state.
Right. Well, we built one system, and next year we built 4 more. And about that time, people started coming in from all over the country to see the system because it was impressive in their minds that they could do this automatically.
Well, what I was intrigued by was this, that you hear the voices as opposed to the sound of rustling papers or the air conditioner. And I'm told that's all you're doing.
Well, the perimeters that we put together for the mixer, we finally built that mixer ourselves, and we created an algorithm that was able to optimize the sound. And so it's not just one thing, but it's almost everything has to be optimized. And eventually we had a microphone built for us in specific that helped a lot with paper rustling and so forth, and we elevate the microphone to keep the plane of the noise below the microphone.
Yeah.
And various things, just many things. And it's not a matter of right or wrong, but how good can you make it? And so we kept working on that for a long time.
Well, that is just great. And I thank you very much for your time. And I know you have a ton of meetings to go to,
Okay.
so thank you very, very much for your time.
Thank you.